That's I kind of yeah.
You started that one too late, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
There
Really
was.
hoping to
I mean,
sneak that one in.
we. Well, he does every Tuesday. Um,
I mean, if
like
he's
we
sneaking that
both.
one in on Tuesday, that's a problem.
We both knew what he was getting at, and we were just gonna let it hang there,
Yep.
like he does on a Tuesday. Brothers, sisters, gender resistors. We never, it's kind of funny that the conversation that happened prior to us starting fits today's theme, which is Mask of Zorro. Welcome to another episode of the Comic Book Rundown presents. What's that show called? Rundown Reviews. There we go. Thank you. Rundown Reviews.
I was this close to being like, man, Chuck, that was a really professional
No.
opening there, but
Fucking forgot.
You've been look. Chuck has been a very busy man since he went back to his job. I get it. I get it, man.
Listen, I've been working 6 days a week. This week I had 3 14-hour days back to back to back, triple shifts.
That.
Time is a relative, like my uncle who has dementia and also can't remember anything. So that puts us where? Hey, look, we watched the Mask of Zorro, starring apparently Anthony Hopkins, the most, in Ron's opinion, the most Mexican actor we've ever met, according to our chat.
You're telling me that Anthony Hopkins is not Hispanic, and he played a Hispanic person in this movie? Come on,
Sir Anthony Hopkins? No, is not Sir Anthony Hopkins.
Is he a sir?
Yeah, he's actually knighted.
Oh,
it's like him, Paul McCartney,
Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart, and is the guy who played Magneto, Sir Elton John, and
Ian McKellen.
Ian McKellen.
Yeah, Sir Ian McKellen.
Yeah, Patrick Stewart. I think we said that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think are like the only living celebrity knights at this point. I believe that's like a big deal.
We need a movie with all of them in it, where they're celebrities, but they're also knights, and they have to do knightly shit.
I would like to see that movie, but it essentially just be the Black Knight with Martin Lawrence also being in there, because technically he was also knighted. I think would be one of my favorite movies I ever watched.
Sure.
Anyway, yeah. So Anthony Hopkins kind of does brown face in this movie. I don't know how I felt about any of it, and I guess I was the only one who felt like he was.
I'm pretty sure that the bad guy is not Hispanic either.
I'm pretty sure every bad guy is not Hispanic in this movie
because
that was supposed to be.
Don Motera is Walker from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. The bad guy from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 is the same guy that was Don Montero for The Mask of Zorro. The dollar store Alan Rickman that was in this movie.
Yeah,
he's the bad guy from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
He's the British guy from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
I did not. Okay, I didn't put that together.
Yeah,
I think you have to look at the IMDb.
I think the only Hispanic person in this movie was Antonio Banderas.
Well, no, every other all the background actors were.
Yeah, I meant the names that they had in it.
Oh yeah. So it's super important to remember this movie came out in when?
1998.
1998. So whitewashing was very much still a thing that was happening. This was kind of like the start of. I'm shocked that they cast a Hispanic female lead and a Hispanic.
But you got to remember, Antonio Banderas
character?
and Catherine Zeta-Jones were both very prominent at this point in time.
Right. They literally only got cast because from Desperado.
He was in Desperado. He was also in Assassins. He was also in the gay vampire movie, Interview with the Vampire.
For legal reasons, they were not actually gay. It's a whole.
Yes, they were. Lestat and Louis were gay together.
No, 100%. In 2025, they can't be gay anymore. You know that.
I'm sorry, they were just best friends that lived together for their immortal life.
Correct. There you go. Get it right. Get it right, Ron.
But yeah, he had all those. He also had, Evita is also before this, which that one stood out to me.
I forgot about Evita. That's a good movie.
Joey, did you recognize Captain Love?
I did, actually. It took me a minute, but I did recognize him.
So it took me until he started talking like the second time, and then I'm like, holy shit, it's fucking Thawne from
Thawne
Flash.
From the CW shows, from Flash and Legend of Tomorrow.
Captain Love was the cavalry looking dude, the white dude?
Yep.
Okay, so I thought he was not Bill Skarsgård, but the other Skarsgård for at least halfway through this movie until I actually pulled up the
you realize he wasn't tall
information.
enough?
No, I figured everybody else was just on lifters to make them taller than him. But I when I was watching, I was like,
shout out to Anthony Starr.
This wouldn't line up right. He would not be in this movie.
Early 20s at this time, right? Or
I think even in his teens.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because 2003, 2004 is when True Blood starts? No, later than that. I think I was in college when that happened. That would have been 06, 07, because it started when I was in high school.
Oh no, dude, he's 49. It could have been him.
True Blood was 08.
Oh my God, was it really 08?
He's 50 this year. He was born in 76. So when this movie
came out, it could have been 22.
Him. So it still could have been
him. All right.
Except for the fact that he's not tall enough.
Again, everybody else was on lifters. For halfway through this movie, I thought it was him, and then there was one specific angle that they did. I go, oh, it doesn't look anything like him, but it looked like him for a hot minute.
That is fair. Some of the face features.
76. He would have been 20 when they made this movie.
22.
Well, 21 because they made it in 98, 97. Because I was looking up ages. Catherine Zeta-Jones was born in 69.
Nice.
Thank you. I knew one of you was going to do it. And she's supposed to be 20 or 21 in this.
Yeah.
So she's actually 29 at this point in time, or
right?
28, something like that. She's around that age, 27, 28, because of whatever. Antonio Banderas was born in 1960. He's almost 40 by the time this movie's coming out. His character should be, I want to say they are probably
his character should have been in his mid-20s.
13 or 14?
Because it was supposed to be 19 years later.
No, 20 years later. It was
20 years later.
It said 20 years later. They looked like they were 10, if not 13.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
When they were in the very beginning. So they are he's definitely 30 when
at least 30.
When we get to the main story.
So it's historically accurate.
Well, sure, yeah. But we're also trying to say, again, I'm just pointing out that they're trying to convince me that Catherine Zeta-Jones is 20 in this movie, and while I'm okay with that, I still don't buy it.
That's fair.
I'm still okay with it. I just don't buy it.
I mean, this was the 90s. She could have technically still played a teenager at that age. So,
well, I mean, sure.
For at least the next 4 years,
I mean, it's late 90s. If this was 2 years prior, they would have been able to pass that.
I don't know. What year did the original Spider-Man come out?
99?
2000?
I know that the second one came out in, I think, 2002.
No, it happened after. It always happened after 9/11 because they.
The first one was after 9/11.
Yeah,
the first one was in 2002.
The second one was in.
Tobey Maguire was what, 37 when they filmed that?
He was definitely in his 30s. Yeah.
Yeah, but to be fair, Tobey Maguire looks to this day still looks young.
Let's see. That movie was.
Oh, you know who still looks like a child?
He was 27.
Andrew Garfield, or not Andrew Garfield?
Tom Holland.
Thank you.
No, the guy who plays Frodo.
Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood. Yeah, he
Yo, he looks the same.
Youngish.
Yeah, because
he's aged a little bit.
He grew some facial hair. That's all.
He's grown inches every year, but that's about it.
Has he?
He definitely looks young. Oh yeah, he's grown a little bit.
He does, because
he's like 5'1" now or something.
Yeah, exactly.
He's been doing a lot of media for Over the Garden Wall again, because that's like blowing up again.
That's a fantastic movie or show.
Dude,
I guess
I need to watch that.
It's phenomenal.
That's Emily's comfort show. She puts it on like
it's so good.
Time.
I every now and then get potatoes and molasses just stuck in my head out of random because it's.
Well, you gotta avoid that. Yeah, you gotta avoid that. I highly recommend, if you want to get your kids into like spooky horror stuff, it is a great starter show. It does horror safe for like younger kids. Like it has a lot of elements of horror to it, I think.
That's what I liked about the Gravity Falls. They did something similar.
Yeah. So Gravity Falls is really good if you want to get your kid into like X-Files.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
that's not true because they had fairy tale stuff in there too, and
right. Yeah, I mean, just like supernatural-ish. Like I was always told that like, Gravity Falls is a really good way to like ease people into X-Files, and X-Files is a really good way to get you into like fantasy and like modern day horror. Like I mean, horror is like we always think directly of like what it scary stuff, like scary things. And I think Over the Garden Wall does a really good job of getting you into more scary-esque natured stuff. Like you could go from like Over the Garden Wall into like what's another like super like kind of a scary show, into like American Horror Story stuff, and I think it would translate really well as they aged.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just my opinion.
Okay.
My opinion.
So, anyways,
you could go Over the Garden Wall into Rocky Horror Picture Show almost seamlessly. They both are musicals.
So, anyways, The Mask of Zorro.
Yeah, so what are we even talking about? I don't know.
The opening of this gave hardcore James Bond vibes. Like when he walks out into the middle of it, and then instead of like shooting his gun, he like does the Z.
Yeah.
I regularly have to remind myself that Antonio Banderas was not James Bond. It's the other guy.
At this time was Pierce Brosnan. Yeah.
Yeah, I for some reason can't keep Pierce Brosnan and what's his nuts? Like
I feel like
you have bird blindness.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It just Antonio Banderas and Pierce Brosnan are like, I know they're not the same person, but for some reason,
anything like they've got completely different accents.
Well, I mean, hold on, because if Anthony Hopkins can be a Mexican person in this movie, then I don't see why I can't confuse these two.
I mean, I will say,
like, he technically was Spanish. You're correct.
The older that Antonio Banderas got, like the later movies I've seen him in, and then the later, like the more recent movies I've seen Pierce Brosnan in, and basically seeing old Anthony Hopkins and old Pierce Brosnan, they do kind of look.
Wait, Anthony Hopkins or Antonio Banderas?
Nope, Antonio Banderas. Sorry,
come on, Antonio Banderas.
I look. I got actor blindness, I guess.
That's because all old people look the same.
They start to after a while. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone gets like weird and soft.
Their beards just are all white and they're all old.
I also think that to be fair, I also think Anthony Hopkins is the old version of Bilbo from Lord of the Rings all the time, and it's not.
Now that one I could. I could see
that one gets me every time.
Anthony Hopkins and Dennis Hopper. I always used to get their names confused.
But not the actors?
Not the actors, just the names. Like I'd be like, oh yeah, that's this guy. And then it's like, no, that's the other guy. I don't know why, because they're not even that like close, but
that's fair.
All right.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Dennis Hopper is the guy from Speed, so like the bad guy in Speed. case you didn't know who that was. He's also Bowser in Mario Brothers. The live action Mario Brothers.
I was gonna say the live action one.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm pretty sure Jack Black was Bowser.
Had a whole song about that.
He did.
Peaches.
Right. Anyway, Zorro.
So at the beginning of the movie, when they're in the fight, like where the kids end up saving him from the shooters up in the little like bird nest or whatever, you know.
Yeah. Balcony.
First off, when those two little kids pushed that statue over the edge, that was a Herculean effort on their part because that thing had to weigh like 600 pounds.
Yeah, but there were two of them.
2 10-year-olds.
Why was that not secured?
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. But then not only that, but they push it over and it breaks that whole thing down. And then the guys that fly off the edge, when they hit those stairs and those stairs just like crumble underneath them, there's no way they climbed up those stairs to get up there if they fell apart that easily. They would have died on their way up to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not wrong. I had a really interesting time counting kills in this one.
Because you weren't sure if they were dead or not. Because half the time he's going. No, I will say
there was times specifically when when Alejandro first went out as Zorro to get his horse. He was specifically not killing people.
Yes.
So like that one, he was just punching them. That one was easy to not count.
Well, even in the first scene, other than those guys that the kids kill, Alejandro and his brother, because those guys definitely died.
Okay.
The guys that they dropped the statue on.
I'll add that to the list, but I don't think I put those on there.
Oh yeah, those 5 guys. It's only 1 kill though.
1.
Yes. But those 5 guys definitely died because if they didn't get crushed by the statue, they died fucking ragdolling down the side of the.
See, that's what I was thinking. Like, do I count them? Because I don't know if they actually stood up or not.
No, they didn't. There's no getting back up from that.
Because there were times when somebody would be like knocked off of a wall, and I'm like, okay, do I do what I do in Kamen Rider? And like, are they actually alive? I mean, they're rolling down, so they kind of like their fall is impeded. I don't know, like, so I just kind of didn't mark it.
But I will say that this movie stuck with, especially the fight scenes. They really stuck to like the old fashioned like Zorro TV show like style of fighting. You know, where like he's only like pushing them around and kicking them around and giving them like superficial wounds and stuff, as opposed to like outright stabbing and killing them like they do a couple of them.
Right. Yeah. No, you're not wrong.
But I actually liked that because it made it just the right amount of cheesy when they were fighting. Like when he's got 4 guys that have crossed swords with him and he pushes all 4 of them away at the same time. Like, it's not realistic, but it was also very, very like.
I definitely feel like they did. Now, mind you, there was a lot of comedy in this movie. I'm not saying it's bad. I will say they may have overdone it a little bit with some of the comedy. I liked a lot of the comedy.
I'm specifically talking about the fighting.
No, the fighting's fine, but there are moments where some of the comedy
was stupid.
Needed.
Yeah. No, I'll agree with that.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like the one scene where he's like, "Do you know how to use that thing?" Yeah. Pointy end goes into my enemy or whatever he says. Like, okay, that's a fun little one-liner, but like, was it really needed? I mean,
no, but if we wouldn't have had that, would we have gotten the same line from Arya? I mean,
yeah, that's true. You're not wrong. I did laugh at when I laughed when that happened, but that's also because I'd forgotten it from this movie, which I guess I didn't ask. Like, I mean, I've seen this movie. It's been a long time since I've seen this movie. I don't think I've watched it pre-2000 because maybe just 2000, maybe 2002 was probably the last time I saw this. No, actually, I take it back because I definitely watched this before the sequel, which came out in 2005 or 7 or whenever it came out.
I've never seen the sequel. I've seen this a couple times though, but I haven't seen this probably since the early 2000s also.
Chuck, this is your first time watching this?
I want to say yes. I feel like maybe I saw the sequel once. I'll be honest, sometimes I confuse. I know I've seen the Three Musketeers like remake that came out at this kind of the same time.
Oh yeah, the just the Musketeers, right?
Yeah, the Musketeers. Yeah.
I
And
like that one. I feel like I
think
remember
I
liking that one.
confused these. Like I confused this because it's kind of the same era and all that stuff.
Well, yeah, the 19th
I
century stuff.
yeah, and I don't think I don't think I ever saw this. I think I remember thinking. I know I saw the trailers a lot.
I was saying you've probably seen clips of it. Like,
yeah, because I guarantee the trailer probably showed majority of the movie.
I want to say I probably saw enough of the trailers to think that I probably saw this when I was a kid. But this was 90. This was 98. I wasn't going to the movies in 98. I was poor.
But they were probably showing this on TV constantly.
Yeah.
It's the return of the legend.
That would have been what, 2000 by then?
Give or take, maybe. But like I remember this being on TV a lot, like after it got released, like
like TNT and stuff like that.
Yeah, or one of those stations. Like I remember because I remember like
TBS.
Yeah, because I remember like going over to my dad's house and seeing it on frequently.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. Unless it was specifically on before or after wrestling. I wasn't gonna watch it because all I watched was like the kids block on like Fox and stuff, and then like Nickelodeon. Or oh my god, what channel had, maybe it was TBS or something. But had a crate like the Drew Carey show was like the show I watched ad nauseum.
ABC. Over with ABC.
Yeah, but it was like during the day. It was like syndication. Syndication.
That might have been TBS.
Yeah,
probably because I think TBS is also the one that used to do like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and that had Saved by the Bell on after it was in syndication. Anyways, so the old dude that plays Three Finger Jack,
he was fun. Also, go ahead.
He's like a fairly famous actor from like all the old westerns and shit.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I could kind of recognize his face. Obviously, he was a lot older, but like because I remember my dad watching shit like that, when I was younger and stuff. And
yeah, I can maybe understand the point of him razzing Alejandro and Joaquin before they got to the station, giving them crap with the water and all that. Like, one for the audience, obviously, like we're supposed to think whatever he's taking them in, but like, why? Like, if he's part of the group, why make this big old fuss outside?
Because he thought it was funny.
Well, I mean, sure, but like
look at how he was. Like he was there he was committed to the bit.
Yeah, obviously, but I mean, I don't know.
But also, when they are in town and he's complaining about not being on the bounty thing,
yeah,
he's like, look, there's $100 for each or 100 pesos for each of you, and I'm not even on this thing. He's like, how am I not on this thing? I'm the one that plans everything out. I'm the one that makes sure that everything goes to works out, and then I'm not even on it.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
So yeah, I don't know how really, I don't know how 19th century politics work, but how is Don Rafael still the governor if he fled, 20 years prior?
Because they had enough money to make him still in power. Money is how you get anywhere. You know that.
You're not wrong.
Look at our country.
You are not wrong. Also, it's kind of funny when he gets there, when he shows up, and he gets to the prison, gets to the jail, searching for Diego Don de la Vega, and and I know again, Anthony Hopkins is doing brown face, but he's still pretty white in that jail.
I think the only time that it was really noticeable was the beginning. It felt almost like he was just like they shot the opening scene like at the end of their time, like filming stuff.
Okay,
and he just looked, yeah, and he's just like crazy tanned at that point because his level of of darkness shifts throughout this movie. So I think it's like the difference of like how long he had been in the sun at that point.
And they
if
don't
you
film
think
this stuff
about
in
it,
order, so
right. And if you think about it, you need to film all of the stuff of him wearing a mask all at once because you will get tan lines.
correct.
So,
Yeah.
which like they never really. I mean, if he's not actually Spanish, or at least more caramel colored, I feel like that mask would have immediately given it away. That hat did not give him enough coverage. He definitely would have had a tan line.
Yeah, well, no, that's why he wore the hat. See that the hat,
But it wasn't big. That wasn't big enough, and he
I
also kind of wore it on the back part of his head because his face was still fairly exposed.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Okay, so but what I'm getting at, so when Raphael gets to the prison, he's surrounded by all these prisoners, and Diego is standing there, doesn't recognize him at all.
it's because he only had one eye,
but he didn't.
I know,
like it, but obviously. But also when he gets out, after which I did kind of like how he got out, just that whole thing. When he gets out and he cuts his hair, he literally cuts it in the same exact style he had 20 years ago. Dude, you're not being very subtle.
But he wore glasses, so it was okay.
No, that was okay. Before they went to
they were hypno
the actual
glasses.
thing, he shaved off the beard and all that. But
I mean, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. But no,
they were hypno glasses. It's fine. That's why nobody recognized him.
Okay. But no, but what I was getting at though, once he leaves the prison, and you have Raphael talking to the crowds of the Californians, and nobody notices the one guy standing or running through the crowds while everybody else is standing still.
Maybe they thought he got paid more. But also, that would have fucked his leg up way more when he blew it up with 3 sleeves of gunpowder. Like,
it should have.
He would have fucking messed his leg up bad if he would have done that.
And I mean, did the keys just not fit? Is that why he didn't?
Yeah,
use them?
he couldn't get the key to work. Yeah,
like he barely even tried. He grabbed it, looked at it, and then tossed it away. There was more keys in there. Try all the keys. What are you doing?
He didn't have time to try all the keys. He had to blow off his leg.
Apparently, we had time to put the gunpowder in there.
He is Zorro. Okay, he's the fox. He had to chew his leg off to get out of the trap. All right.
All right.
Or is that coyotes? Maybe that's coyotes.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Coyote.
So, I know we bounced around a little bit. We were talking about like when he goes to get the horse, when Antonio Banderas goes to get the horse, and like he's in that fight with all those guys.
That was
when they jump into that dog pile on top of him. There are like 3 dudes that jump in there with like fucking swords drawn. Like, you know that somebody was getting stabbed that wasn't even supposed to be, getting stabbed at that point in time.
Should we count that as die, Stuntman, die, or?
No, I mean, they were probably not real swords when they jumped in there, but.
I mean.
But they could have been, I guess.
All right. But speaking of that scene, though, when he gets the horse out and he's done beating everybody up, and he's going to jump on the horse, you're telling me he did not break his legs?
Well, not only
more like die your second notes die. He just bam, like flat. There was no roll to it. There was nothing. He was crotch.
Hardcore. But it's not just that.
Bronco buster.
He didn't land on the horse. The horse moved. He landed. His legs went onto the ground.
Oh, that part. Because there's one part where somebody.
He definitely crushed his nuts.
But even with that part, even if the horse would have stayed where it was, where that guy jumped was behind where the horse was standing before the horse moved.
Yeah. He is lucky that horse didn't kick him in the fucking face. Like, I that would have been a lot of fun. I wonder if it actually did. I wonder if it did kick him in the face.
But also, that is the horse acting up like in a "I'm smarter than you" manner is such a ridiculous trope that they use for so many movies.
Yeah, but it's fun
sometimes.
Like this
I feel like it was nostalgic for this particular style of movie.
Yeah. Yeah,
or not nostalgic, a trope. It's a trope for this movie.
Yeah, that's what I said.
It's a trope for these noir style. Like I think we got it a little bit in the Phantom.
Got in the Racketeer.
Did he have a horse in the Rocketeer? What?
Wait, did he?
I don't think he did.
Doesn't he ride a horse?
I think he did ride a horse, but I don't think it was like a smart horse. Like it was just he needed to get somewhere, so he just grabbed the horse and rode it.
Yeah, okay. That's right. Who else had a horse?
Did he ride a horse?
I feel like he rode a horse.
So. I don't remember that. I remember.
No, he had a motorcycle. He was on a motorcycle.
I remember the motorcycle.
Yeah. Did I watch The Rocketeer? I don't know.
You were.
Yes, you watched it with us. You scored on it.
It's well documented on other shows. I only sometimes half watch and just pretend like I watch them.
Yeah,
I know. I listened to Sarsaparilla this morning, or whatever the hell it's called.
Suspiria?
Yeah.
Yo, hi, hold on. Go check the archives about a month ago for Getting Franchise. That we both watched that and we took notes.
Even when you read the synopsis, this movie still does not make any sense.
Right, dude?
Yeah. Both Joey and I, Joey watched, Joey. Joey watches the movies. Sometimes I just have them in the background and I'll look up occasionally while I'm doing something else. I sat down and watched those movies. Except for I think the second one I technically was doing a syllabus at the same time. But it was a lot. Yeah, but it was better. It was better than the first. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is, go check the archives. Go check out Getting Franchised.
Great. That was great.
So the intentional antagonistic ness that Antonio Banderas' character has towards Captain Love, he's supposed to be hiding his identity so that Captain Love doesn't know that he was the other Menendez brother or whatever.
Yeah, he was the murderer from 1980s. Gotcha.
What I don't remember. I don't remember what the name was for them. Morero.
Monte Carlo. No, it's not what it is.
No, that's a car, and Montero is the bad Don.
Murta? Whatever.
Muerta? They're the Death Brothers. No.
What is he supposed to be from?
Yes.
What army or cavalry was he originally a part of?
Marietta. Sorry.
Thank you.
Like the trench.
That's
Judging,
a very good question.
No, that's Mariana. I think that
she's on a cross. That's a joke for Joe.
I got it.
Joke. Thank you.
He, I think, is supposed to be U.S. cavalry from Texas or somewhere.
All right, that's what I thought.
Texas or is it California? Because they're in California.
Well, at this point in time, I don't think California was a property of the United States.
It wasn't. That was the whole point. Was they were trying to buy.
Trying to buy it from Mexico or something, right?
Yeah, or something.
Well, the Dons were, the Spanish people were.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think this is at this point in time, this was before Mexico lost Texas and everything up the West Coast.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So I'm assuming that he was probably a what's it called when you leave the AWOL? General or captain or lieutenant or something from the United States Army at that point in time.
And yeah, he's still wearing his uniform.
Well, he didn't have any other clothes.
But this would have been pre or post Manifest Destiny?
Post what?
Manifest Destiny? Go West, young man.
I don't know.
Because they definitely sent the army west. That was kind of the thing. Because they killed a lot of people. I'm just curious because he dresses kind of like a Union soldier, or in the Union cavalry, but he's in Texas.
It was supposed to happen in 1821. This movie was
definitely pre, because Manifest Destiny was says here 1946, 70s, 1870s.
Yeah, 1870s, 1880s, something like that.
Yeah, so. Yeah, this is the early 19th century, or 18, what would I say, 20 something?
Okay.
It looks like in 21. So it looks like we had only gotten as far as Missouri, as far as making them part of our a state.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we had just gotten Florida.
Well, we were doing a great job of cleaning everybody out, huh?
Yeah. And we were working on the Louisiana Purchase.
So
and the Santa Fe Trail was first used for commercial trade.
Okay. I'm just curious because he dresses very much like a Union soldier-ish, but I guess that we got some time before that happens.
Well, I would say he's still got the cavalry look to him too, you know.
Yeah.
So, how do you guys think that the nanny could tell that Elena?
She had her mother's eyes.
The baby. Oh, really? Okay, sure.
That's just, you know, this might be the most probably questionable thing I say, but having dated a Latina mamacita, they've got some like weird Latin witch powers, and they can just tell. They just know.
Well, that, and you also got to think. She was there when Don Montero took the baby.
Sure.
She was there when Don Montero landed with her.
Was she?
I assume so. I'm sure they had everybody from the town there.
Everyone got paid.
Everybody got paid.
The boys were getting paid that day. You know what I mean?
Even if she hadn't seen her then, she would have seen her at some point in time with him. So she would have known that was the girl that she had raised.
But she looked very surprised when she saw her in the market.
Maybe she didn't expect to see her there by herself.
Perhaps.
It's like seeing Jasmine in the marketplace. You know, nobody expects it because she's the princess.
Okay. Maybe.
But also, getting back to Elena and her being a terrible character, or a terrible person, I guess I should say. So, towards the end of the movie, when the mines are getting ready to explode, Alejandro is fighting Love.
Yeah.
Diego is fighting Montero.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks over, sees all these people in cages, knows they're going to blow them up. And she has to wait for Anthony Hopkins to be like, go save the people, before she goes over there and tries to help them.
Well, I don't think she knew they were going to get blown up, but
100% she did, because she watched she could see the fuses and everything.
I don't think she saw the fuses. However, there is a roaring fire like in the path. So regardless, they're going to get caught on fire.
To death,
yeah. So yes, go help them.
I just thought it was funny that she had to be told to go help people instead of just doing it. So there when Anthony Hopkins is when he's dying and he's talking to her and touching her face or whatever, and he's like, "You've got the same eyes as your mother," and then he takes his hand down the side of her face. I'm like, and the same mouth and the same supple breasts, because that's the way that he was saying it definitely sounded more along the lines of
yeah, it definitely was not
daughter and fatherly love.
Anthony Hopkins is kind of a big fucking creep in this movie. The way I was not convinced in the beginning when he's with his, I guess, wife, and they start making out and stuff. Did that feel consensual ever?
No, but most of the kissing in this
on and off screen
consensual.
I would say the end when Alejandro and Elena were kissing.
Okay,
that's not the only time.
But the first time that they kiss,
definitely was not consensual.
His mouth is suctioned over her entire face, and it looks so terrible.
Yeah,
it wasn't as bad when they were doing the sword fighting part.
That sword fighting was kind of fun. They looked like they were having fun.
I mean, I was a little disappointed that her hair was that long, but other than that,
jeez, of course you were. Anyway, but no, that was.
You could have given her a haircut too. You know what I mean? It wouldn't have been hard.
Yeah, exactly.
It's two quick wrist flicks. I mean, it would have been done for you. Sorry, Ron.
They could show us a bunch of dudes' asses, but they couldn't show us Catherine Zeta-Jones' breasts. Is all I'm saying. And you had to really feel bad for those dudes because they were cocked cactus.
PG-13?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had to be.
But those dudes were cocked to cactus, like bear balling it.
Mm.
That was like. I did not envy those guys at all. I felt bad for them, even though they're the bad guys and the oppressors. Like,
were they shackled together? Was that the theory?
Yeah, they had tied up their arms together to where they were like a circle around that group of cactuses.
I figured there had to be something.
Where did I miss the scene?
So it's when Jack and the
at the beginning. Yeah, that's right. Okay,
yeah.
sorry. Yeah.
I really liked his brother. I liked his brother kind of a lot more than I liked Antonio Banderas in this movie.
His brother was a little more wholesome to like.
He
a little more honorable to begin with.
He reminded me a lot of Montoya from
Inigo Montoya.
Yeah, from
Princess Bride.
Princess Bride. Thank you. It's just like that same vibe, and I kind of had hoped. There's either a part of me that had hoped that we'd get at least more of him in this, or he would have turned into a villain, and they would have sword fought each other at the end.
Yeah, it's a classic trope.
Yeah, but they super killed him.
So Antonio Banderas and Catherine Zeta-Jones, obviously they get married or whatever. They have a baby at the end of this. That baby is the whitest baby they could have possibly gotten.
I mean, it's just the same baby from the beginning.
Because, as we all know, genetics skip a generation.
Okay.
Anthony Hopkins is very white.
I was really worried about where you
I was
there.
Really.
What did you think I was implying?
I didn't know, and that's what I was worried about.
No, boys. Say it with your full chest. What did you think I was implying? Go ahead.
I didn't know what you were going to say, and that's why I was worried. What did you just say, Joey?
You heard me.
I don't think I did.
We'll find. We'll find out in a month.
If I keep it in. Anyway, I was gonna say, so at the very end of the movie, when Alejandro, he reveals himself to Love that it's actually him as Zorro. He also reveals it to literally everybody. So now everybody knows who Zorro is.
Yeah.
So Zorro's no longer a secret.
Well, and I don't think he was Zorro after that. Because like when he was talking to the baby, he was acting like he hadn't done anything.
Sure. Like he had hung up the mask. Similar. Basically, it's bookending it, similar to what Diego was doing in the beginning. He was hanging up the mask because he has a family now. And I would go along with that if we didn't have a sequel. But we have a sequel coming out. So we know, and he's basically saying like Zorro's not going to be coming around until he's needed again. So, which is all fine and dandy, and that I guess is the point of Zorro. But at the same time, it's like, why are you revealing who Zorro is? Like you shouldn't do that. Then again, I don't know Zorro lore. Like the only Zorro I really know is these movies.
So in the old TV show, the only people that knew who he was like his
the Padre
manservant and one of the priests or something.
Yeah,
and I think that was it because I don't even
and like love interest or whatever. But
I don't even know if his love interest knew it. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I watched those shows, but I know there was less than a handful of people that knew who he was.
I know that they.
Do you have the Superman popcorn bucket that is him shooting a laser beam through the?
No, I've got it's the.
That one was cool.
I didn't want that one. That one was gonna be like $60.
Yeah, I know. I was really pissed about it.
What?
Yeah,
dude, popcorn buckets are ridiculous right now.
Yeah, so yeah. I got the newspaper stand one, and then the regular giant bucket.
Okay, that's cool. They had Ron. They had one that was Galactus's head that lit up, and it was the size of your actual head.
$80.
It was $80.
See, that's just stupid.
It's a collectible.
Yeah, that's what you get nowadays.
Yeah.
The only collectible popcorn bucket I have is the D20 that Joey got me when he saw Dungeons and Dragons.
That one was $50, I think.
Jesus Christ!
You paid me for it.
He loves you $50 worth of.
No, I gave him money for it. But I think I only gave you $40 for it. So
yeah, maybe it was $40. I don't remember. How much
he loves me at least $10.
My last note is that the mask that Diego gave to Alejandro when he's like, "You're gonna go fight with this," is not the mask
that
same
mask
wore.
that he's wearing.
So it's like, why show that mask? What are you doing? What's the point?
It was symbolism, you know.
Sure, I get that.
I don't think it was anybody's mask, was it? Because they all had the like the
whole
bandana
top
over the top. Yeah, like bandana into the rag on top.
Yeah, you had to keep your hair in there so they couldn't do forensics and find out who you were.
But his hair is stuck out the bottom. Like what?
It was a joke, Joey. They didn't have forensics back then. Come on.
Hey, they could figure something out.
Well, is the theory. I mean, the theory would be not to be able to identify them by their hair in general, but also if you lose your hat, you still have coverage.
I guess, and that way they don't know what your hair looks like. Maybe, yeah.
Mm.
I mean, same thing with like the fake facial hair.
Also, like, what was with Montero assuming that Zorro was the same Zorro? It's been 20 years. You really think the guy didn't age in 20 years? You really think Diego didn't age in 20 years? What are you doing, dude? Come on.
I mean, he's dumb.
Apparently.
Well, but at that point,
I guess he's thinking Zorro became a legend. Like right, he's saying he's dead, so he's
because there were villagers still talking about like the legend of Zorro as if he was still alive. So, and Montero left and then came back. So, he could have thought
maybe somebody else took over the mantle prior to that and it was the same guy. Well, no, because they say that they haven't seen Zorro in over 20 years.
They mentioned that, and then when Diego faces him again, there before everything pops off, he's like, "You weren't the man that I faced earlier in the mask."
So, no shit, Sherlock.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing, dummy? Although I did like when Alejandro as Zorro gets the map, faces off against Love and Montero, then basically faces off against the whole army or whatever. And when they go to attack him, at one point, he cuts the giant map, and then it falls on them, but basically they run directly into it. Like he's standing here, they charge, he steps off to the side, and they still are running toward the map.
Oh, they had dedicated to the
apparently they saw him move. They could have turned. Nope. They got to go straight forward.
But that's also like a trope for sword fighting movies, dropping like a big flat thing over top of people, whether it's a mast on a ship or the sails on a ship, or like a map or a
curtain or something. Yeah.
Like that's a big trope for sword fighting things.
Yeah, and it's like it shows that the sword fighter is always smarter than the mob of people.
I really hope that's the picture that gets put on the YouTube, but I don't think it will be.
Oh, you don't get to pick?
Nope. It's whatever generates.
Interesting.
He can go through and into the editor. Yeah, you can go into editor and you can pick the cover.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, maybe I'll try to do that.
When I used to have to do it for the other network, I would go in and try to find the most ugliest photos of Dan. The cover.
Didn't have a hard time with that, did you?
Dude, that okay, that means I have to do work, and usually I'm putting this up like 5 minutes before.
You're usually doing so much work that it's ridiculous anyways, so.
What? Yeah. Although I'm going to have a little bit of a break next week. There's no new Zets episode, so.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I'll get to take a week off of that.
Wow, you get a vacation from your hobby, Joe? That's so nice.
Sorta. I mean, I'll replace it with another episode of Ichigo, but
it doesn't pay like a job, so
Well, not yet.
No, but Joey gets to watch things that he likes to watch, and he has an excuse to watch them now.
That's also true.
Sometimes,
Emily, I gotta watch this for the podcast.
But you can just watch stuff, Joe.
Yeah, but if I could
maybe for the podcast,
if I could entertain somebody while I'm doing it.
That's right. Joey, hey, you guys listening out there, I just want you to know that Joey is a faithful servant of the masses for entertainment. He puts off so many episodes of so many different shows on so many different networks that I mean, there's 2 networks, but still so many different networks that like, you know, this is what he does. Like this is
basically
his main hobby.
I don't have a schedule of when to record anymore, which I guess is not a bad thing,
but he does this for you guys. So just remember that when we set up our own Patreon and time comes to shell out some money, give Joey money.
Patreon.
What's that?
That's if we set up a Patreon.
Oh, I guess
we would have to make extra content, and I don't think I can do extra content on top of the already extra content I'm doing for my other network.
That's true. And Chuck and I don't do anything, so
exactly.
Yeah, you're lucky you get me an additional once a month, bud.
For a show
that I made.
Hey, I mean, Chuck has been on record for at least 5 years now, saying that if he has to do work, he's going to leave. So
I know that.
That's true.
Do you see me telling him that?
Specifically editing. If I got to edit, I'm done. Listen. I've killed one show. I'll do it again. All right.
Ron, you got anything else to go?
Actually, no. We covered all of my notes. I was pretty proud of how quickly we went through those.
Awesome, Chuck. You got anything else?
No.
All right.
I'll cover it in my score.
Okay. I've got a kill count of 16.
Nice.
I may have missed a 1 or 2 again with any time he punched somebody off of a wall. I don't know if I want to count it or not. It depended on the height of the wall, really. Like if it was, I know definitely toward the end at the mine, there was some that when they were like at the top, I definitely counted those because there was no way in hell that they may have walked away, but they would have some broken bones. And back then their healthcare was definitely terrible.
Better than ours, but still bad. Yeah.
Well, it's 100%. It's funny because you had brought up the fact that like this, like Zorro was kind of the prototype for Batman, and it definitely
inspired Batman. Yeah,
yeah, and it's very obvious when it comes to like the murders. Like he didn't kill him, but that dude definitely died a few days later.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So he doesn't have to take blame for it.
Yeah, just like Batman.
Yep. That's it. It's written in the Bible. It's written in the Bible. It's written in the Bible that if you strike, I believe it was a slave, but if you strike a slave and he dies within like 24 hours, you are liable for murder. But if he dies after 24 hours, you are no longer liable.
Okay.
I mean, either way, it was just a fee that you had to pay, but you know.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
What about a limb count?
A limb count of 2. We got Joaquin's head and 3 Finger Jack's hand. And then we also have, I counted how many times a Z got carved. Because I figured that sounds like fun. I also figured there'd be a lot more of this because it's the Mask of Zorro, and that's like famous for what he does. There's only 6. Only did it 6 times.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of low, I thought.
Yeah. Only Z's, right? You only counted Z's?
Only the Z's. I didn't count the M. Only Z's. So
why did he put the
beginning and the end? The beginning and the
put
end.
The M on there because that was for Marietti, which was his last name. He did it for his brother.
No, I know, but like,
see, what I like is you can take the Zorro Z, like if you do the, and this is going to be backwards for you guys, but you add one more slash,
it's not actually,
and it's an R.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah,
way
cool. It was backwards for you, Art. It's actually not backwards for us. Well, me anyway. I don't know if it's backwards for Chuck.
I couldn't see it.
Yeah, you couldn't see it here, Chuck. Let me hold that up there for you.
All right, so.
Oh yeah, it does look like the Robin symbol. You're right. Okay.
On to bingo, Ronald.
All right. So, dead parents, nudity, sexual innuendo, Responsibility thing, government interference, comic logic, hero designs, costume, ID revealed to a friend, ID revealed to an enemy, ID revealed to a love interest, training montage, origin reveal, animal cruelty, love triangle, hero kills, misogyny, fight for control of something, and dying mentor.
Okay. I didn't count. I don't know how many that was.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we got 3 and 3/5.
3.5.
Nice.
Chuck.
Look, so I like the sets. I liked.
I'm sorry, what?
The sets, like the
sets. Dude, it sounded like you're like, I like the sex. And I'm like, yeah, we all like the sex, dude. But I don't see what that has to do with the movie.
Listen, at this point, my virginity's grown back. But it's been a minute. I liked the sets. I liked a lot of the practical effects, though. A lot of the things that were supposed to be heavy, really bounced and were quite light, like they were props. You know what I mean? Like there was no weight
like
to
the
them.
gold bars and
like
the wagon and
Technically, we never see that dude die. Did you count the gold bar when Loves gets crushed by the gold bars? We never actually see them land on him.
True, but he was already stabbed through the gut before that, so
yeah, you could survive a gut stab.
True. Tell that to Qui-Gon Jinn.
Oh,
that was a
and
lifesaver.
Yet, tell that to literally every other character in Star Wars that survived a gut stab.
Yeah,
which is literally every other character.
I am starting to believe that Qui-Gon Jinn just wanted the fuck out of there.
Oh, he was.
What happened was he's like, kid. Yeah, exactly. He got Anakin. He's like, oh yeah, Anakin, I'm going to train you, and he's like, do I really want to do this again? Nah.
He's like, no, I realized how bad this kid's actually going to fuck everything up. I'm out.
Yeah.
Anyways, Spawn Cape.
Oh, the CG stuff. I'm trying to think. Did we really see anything CG-ish?
I think the only thing I clocked was a couple of background scenes. Everything else looked really practical to me. Like
good. Like the sunset behind the Chateau de Diego.
The last scene where he's like walking out looked real bad. Looked very green screened. But that being said, I listen. I love a movie that has really good sets and practical effects and stuff. So I'm gonna say 26 out of 260,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Z is the 26th number in the alphabet.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I thought I'd spoil that little Easter egg for you. That's fun for me. That was a little fun ski for me from the old Chuckaroo. I need to go to bed, boys.
We had 0 boobs in this that we could see, but we did have 3 butts.
Okay.
So yeah.
Much like mental health, men's nudity is not real. Doesn't count. That's why it's PG-13.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, okay. If it would have
been Catherine Zeta-Jones' ass, it would have been rated R. But
it would have been flagged. Yeah, 1988 was when they added the PG-13, and they were like, "You cannot show boob anymore. That makes it rated R." Because I remember, shout out to a guy that I hung out at a wrong age with, said, "Oh yeah, this movie they show us the butt, but they won't show us the front." What he said all the time.
Right.
Not
a Muppet.
Not a Muppet. So I said
it's
Zorro.
Loves.
What'd you say?
Loves.
No, I also said Love.
Okay.
Captain Love. So Joey says Zorro.
Well, I say Zorro when he puts the mask on. When it's not when he doesn't have the mask on, he's a.
You've made this so convoluted at this point.
It's fun though. This one's fun.
But seriously,
because he's a Muppet, and then when he puts the mask on, he doesn't become a Muppet, and then he fights Muppets.
See, I liked the fact that Captain Love being the only human means that he loses a fight to a Muppet like 3 different times.
That's true.
What if whoever is Zorro is the only one who's not a Muppet?
That's what I'm saying. Like it would have been Diego in the beginning. Anytime he had the mask on.
Oh, I thought you were just saying
no. So basically the mask. Anytime the mask gets put on.
I do like the idea of Antonio Banderas non-consensually making out with a Muppet.
But also, is it only the Zorro mask, or does it count when he has the pantyhose thing on too?
Ooh.
Because I feel like when he has the pantyhose thing on, he should still be a Muppet.
Oh, okay.
It's like creates his own suit, but it takes him. It's like the Spider-Man where like he's not really Spider-Man when he wrestles a Bonesaw, but then he finally somehow creates a really elaborate suit.
I like it. Yeah, we can do that. That's fine.
It's still Love, but whatever.
Yeah, I still go with Captain Love also.
I mean, fine, whatever.
Although I do like the idea of Love being a Muppet and then gets murder killed by a bunch of gold pieces.
No, that's how he survives, because you can't really smash a Muppet. Like, he drags himself out of the pile and he's like got like fuzz coming out all over the place, so, like his eyes are cracked or whatever, but like
wait, if a Muppet gets marked, does like stuffing just start coming out of the Z?
They can stitch it. They can stitch it back up, and then it's just a Z of.
How do they not bleed profusely? He got him in the jugular.
He didn't go deep. He literally just got.
He cut all the way through the skin, though.
Dude, I'm shaving, and if I nick myself, I'm gushing blood.
Yeah, sure, true.
They must have had really good vitamin K back then.
What happened was he had superheated the tip of the sword first, so it just seared through it, and it cauterized it as he went through.
I'm not gonna lie. I was at the gym today, and I watched. They had Pirates of the Caribbean, the first one,
that was a good one.
on the TV, and it's the part where Captain Jack Sparrow and what's his nuts, Will, are sword fighting, and Will for some reason pulls a sword out of the coals and then fights with it like burning hot. And I was like, that wouldn't happen. That sword would snap in half because it's so hot. It would bend and move.
Yep, and it hadn't been tempered yet.
And then my brain registered that as that was something that happened in Zorro, and I almost brought it up, but then I was like, wait a minute. No, I was on the treadmill when that happened, which means I was watching Pirates. These guys are going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Usually.
I questioned it, definitely.
Oh, goodness.
But then again, I didn't remember the scene with them and like the guys strapped around the cactus, so.
That's fair.
Yeah, that was a good scene. That was a funny scene. You know, one of my favorite things to say, real quick, if I can, I brought up cactus.
Good. You're good.
Honestly, to Ron specifically, I would just go, Ron, you know, some people say that you're a prick, but not me. I think you're the whole cactus, buddy. You guys can have that one for free. Another one from the big old Chuckaroo. Scores, boys? Are we up to scores?
We're up to scores, yes.
Yeah, Chuck definitely needs to go to bed.
All right. Is this a Zorro movie? Sure. I mean, he Z'd the fuck out of some people in this movie, so I guess so. Look, I had really low expectations for this. It's a 90s-ish love romance action movie that has Antonio Banderas, who I think I don't think I've ever really gone on record. Not a huge fan. It's something about him. I like him in Desperado, and that's where it kind of stops for me.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't know why. Though I also I confuse him with Pierce Brosnan a lot. So,
Chuck doesn't like him because of how mean he was to Miss Doubtfire.
Perhaps yes, that may be it. That being said, my expectations were really low. But this movie somewhat surpassed them. I think. I have enjoyed these pulp-esque era movies. Things like Phantom and The Rocketeer. And I recently just watched Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark, which I very much feel is like a pulp movie. And so I really enjoy them. The one that
don't forget Dick Tracy.
Oh yeah, and I like Dick Tracy too. Yeah. I think the problem is this one, though it is fantastical in its performance, it's a little too steeped in realism that there wasn't enough fantasy to keep me to score a high. Much like, I look at The Princess Bride. Low expectations, that movie really impressed me. It blew me away. I love that movie because of the fantastical nature of it. The Phantom, fantastical nature of it, really liked it. Rocketeer, to a lesser extent, has some fantastical stuff to it. This didn't really have that. I'm gonna say, I think I said 4.44 originally, and I think I'm gonna stick with that. I like this movie. I would never watch it again. I may put it on. I would probably watch it if somebody else wanted to watch it, but I'm gonna make comments about Anthony Hopkins looking like doing brownface the entire time for sure.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah. And Catherine Zeta-Jones, just a smoke show in this movie.
True.
That being said, I did watch The Substance after this.
Dude.
With Demi Moore and some other lady I didn't know. Ron, highly recommend. It will make up for all the lack of boobs that you had in this one. Okay, buddy?
But also go into it knowing nothing.
Yeah, do not look a single thing up.
I mean, I don't normally do that anyway, so we should be fine.
Yeah. Dude,
it's very good.
Movie is
The
phenomenal.
Substance?
Yep, it's
The
on
Substance.
Max. Is it on HBO Max?
I believe so. That's where I just watched it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking of things on Max,
Weapons should be on there. I believe I gotta check.
I am like half.
Is.
I've been watching the Conjuring movies in chronological order, and I don't know how people ever thought these movies were scary. I have fallen asleep for 3 out of the 6 movies that we've watched.
Do I watch 6 of them? Oh, you're up to 6 of them. Okay.
Yeah. Well, okay. So technically, we watched both the Nun movies.
I like the Nun. The Nun was my favorite.
The first Annabelle, Annabelle's Beginnings or whatever it's called. Creation. There we go. Yeah, and then Annabelle, and then Annabelle Comes Home, and then Conjuring 1 and 2. So I guess I've seen 7 of the movies, and I fell asleep in both the Conjurings.
Me and Jess went and saw Conjuring in theaters.
Yeah. But I fell asleep watching the Conjurings. I fell asleep during the second Nun, the very end of the first Nun, because we had to rewind it and watch the end of it again. I fell asleep during, I guess, all 3 Annabelle movies because they were pretty boring.
Why don't you have a little bit of fucking caffeine when you watch a goddamn movie every once in a while? I feel like you fall asleep more than you don't fall asleep during movies.
That's because I don't sleep at night, Chuck.
Well, I'm just saying, maybe work this shit out a little bit, buddy. Maybe it's not the movies.
I stayed awake all through Zorro. I stayed awake all through Shaun of the Dead. I stayed awake all through, what was the last movie that we watched?
I don't know. I don't have book anymore.
I did fall asleep in Lost in Space, so I guess that's true. I stayed awake all through Alien Resurrection.
Speaking of Lost in Space, I know we just talked about Lost in Space, but the mom, Judy Lockhart, I think her name is, just passed away.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
She was on Law and Order for ever.
So yeah.
Or Law and Order. She was on some cop show. Yeah. Anyway,
I don't know.
So, Ron, score. What you got?
Okay, so I've seen this movie before. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I was going to enjoy it because I thought that it was I like the campiness of it. Like I said earlier, I like the sword fighting, where it was ridiculous stuff, but it made me think of the old TV show. Where he's always besting everybody, no matter how many people he comes up against. And I like that they, throw the parkour into there where he's jumping over things and using
parkour.
Yeah, exactly. And I had a really good time with this movie. I actually enjoyed watching it. And this is a pretty long movie. I felt like this movie was long.
Yeah, 2 hours and 16 minutes. It was a lot longer than I thought it'd be.
Yeah.
In 1998 too.
But like I had a good time for like most of the movie. Like I mean, there are a couple things that like I nitpicked and stuff because you have to. But I gave this a 6.69.
Nice.
Because I mean, I'm not going to watch it anytime soon, but I'll definitely watch it again sometime. I'm sure. What about you, Joey? What you got?
So this is a nope. Sorry, fixing that number there. I'm right there with you, Ron. This is a nostalgia move for me. I definitely watched this. I wouldn't say a lot when I was a kid, but I definitely watched it enough to enjoy it that I remembered some parts of it. Like I remembered the ending, like a lot of the ending fights, but I felt like I thought it was somewhere else. Like I thought the fighting took place not at the mines. I thought it took place somewhere else. But it still was a lot of fun. I still had a lot of fun with this movie. I did forget about all the comedy in this movie. And like I said before, not that it takes away from it, but I wasn't expecting it. And maybe that is not always a great thing, but I still had fun with it. I gave this a 6.79. I'm right there with you. I would watch this again, but I don't plan on watching it again anytime soon. But I would have no problem putting it on again and watching it. Like this.
I think the next time I watch it, I'm gonna have to watch it with somebody else though, just because it'd be more fun to have somebody there to,
Yeah, pick at stuff, point at stuff, laugh at stuff. Yeah. I would say I'd be interested to see how the second one holds up because I do remember the second one not being as good.
When did that one come out? Was that like 2005 or something?
It was like 2005 or 2007. I can't remember which.
Yeah, it's like I've never seen it
after. So it's like they're just trying to recapture the magic, and I don't think they.
Who was the kid?
I don't remember.
Who's the little blonde kid that is from? I can only think of him as in Being Human. The show Being Human.
Are you talking about the kid from Jungle to Jungle?
Okay, Legend of the Zorro came out in 2005. Adrian Alonso is the kid.
Oh, I was like, wait a minute, that name sounds really familiar.
Yeah, he's in a lot of Spanish movies.
Oh, well, good for him.
So, Joe, what was our total?
Yeah, gives us a combined score of 5.97, which drops it in at number 77 out of 174 movies. So,
nice.
Yeah.
Not too shabby. You just said, I think I threw it in the group chat, but you had said the extent of like he did a lot of like Spanish movies and stuff. It broke my brain earlier today because I was watching a clip from a Japanese movie, where the antagonist is like a Caucasian, and it kind of broke my brain. It's like, oh right, there's like probably actors who live in Japan who just get typecast as like we need a white dude, and like that's their job.
That was a fun clip. I did like that clip.
I haven't looked at it yet. We were carving pumpkins when you sent it.
Is it Undercover Ninja or Under Ninja? The movie's called. It's from 2025. It's fairly recent. But yeah, I don't know. It just like it broke my brain for a minute. Of like, oh yeah, there's like actors who just like live in other countries who like we have here. You know what I mean? Like we have actors that live in Los Angeles who get typecast as like we need a Hispanic dude or we need like a Russian guy, right? It's just weird. It just broke my brain a little bit. That probably also happened. Shout out to Chris.
There it is. You forgot last week's.
I know.
I know. Hit me up.
I'm sorry.
Because that episode hasn't come out yet. So.
Also, he was on the last episode.
Actually, no, he's gonna be in the next episode.
Spoilers
for what we got coming up next.
Oh man!
So man, we're in the good era.
Yeah, Chuck. Well, Chuck, why don't you tell us where they can find us?
Oh fuck! You think I remember? You can find. You can find this. Listen, you can find. You want more of me? baby girl, I'll give it to you. All right. You can find it at the
He did
end
say
of
it's
the.
lonely.
I can give it to you right at the end of the month, the last Sunday of every month. I do a little show called Getting Franchised with Joey, where we review the latest and greatest in media franchises.
Ooh, spoiler.
Ooh, for season
Season
2.
2 drop.
Yeah, a little season 2 drop. We're changing it up just a little bit, but until then, hey, at time of release, Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving the musical either is dropping or just dropped, depending on when this actually falls.
It's dropping in 2 days.
It's dropping in 2 days, so you got 2 fucking days. All right, listen to me. You got 2 fucking days to not only watch Thanksgiving, but then also click the link that is listed in below in the show notes, because Joey once again has posted the link to Thanksgiving the musical.
Look, if you said it on here, I will. By this point, I probably have it copied and pasted
I
on
pasted
a
on
note
every
somewhere. Yeah.
It's gonna be like 6 months from now. He's still copy pasting it into the notes, but
We'll see.
that's true. He's a little bit more diligent than my last editor.
But anyway,
anyway, we review the latest and greatest in
Shout out to Chuck
franchises.
Sexes.
Shout out to my ex indeed. We are We're getting gearing up. We're doing it. The boys are going to be back in town one last time before the first season ends. Myself and Ron and Joe are going to review American Psycho.
Yeah.
The classic Christian Bale movie, followed by arguably the only thing he's ever been known for. And American Psycho 2, starring Mila Kunis.
you can't help yourself.
I can't. It's just stuck in my head. Mila Kunis. Which I have never heard anything about, good or bad.
I didn't even know it existed until you told me about it. So
I
know that it existed, just never watched it.
I knew that it existed because the poster looks very similar to the first one, except for it's her, not him. And I'm very curious if it plays a lot like American Mary, which if you've never seen American Mary, I highly recommend. American Mary. You got about 5 days at the time of recording to watch American Mary somewhere. You would like that, Ron. It was good. I liked it. American Mary is really good. Ronald, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky at Good at This Game. You can find my art on Instagram at Good Art This Game, and you can also find it on our t-shirts on TeePublic. And you can find me right here where this podcast is sold, and apparently sometimes on Getting Franchised, which is pretty sweet. Yeah. And you can find me on Comic Book Rundown, because Joey and I have been doing that again lately.
Yeah. Which
you should bring. We should read Judge Dredd.
Was that what you were looking through a second ago?
No, I was looking through. I was looking through a thing that I was going to plug and then forgot. It doesn't matter now.
Okay.
I don't know. I just really want to read Judge Dredd and talk about it. So I don't know. Maybe
you want to come on a Comic Book Rundown for Judge
Dredd? Listen. I'm on all the shows. Chris doesn't even know it. I'm just there in the background.
That's true. I think I'm pretty sure I heard Chuck over on Joey's other network on like 6 different shows.
It's
true. And they don't even acknowledge that he's there. He just like shout out to Chris and he walks away. Like, yeah,
I'm just there. You can hear me drinking and scratching my beard in the background while they talk about, I don't know, prices of comics for the week or whatever it is that they do over there. So
I will isolate the sound.
Shout out to Chris.
Shout out to Chris. And just start randomly dropping it in my episodes.
You should just make it a but. You should get. Do you have?
That's what I'm saying. I can do.
Hey, but then you can also do it on Ranger Alliance, and you can do it on what's the other one that you're on?
Walk Through the Multiverse or DC Alliance?
DC Alliance. Yeah.
The official shout out to Chris moment of the week. I love that.
Ooh.
Chris, you might have to put that on Marvel Alliance.
Here it goes.
I
told you. Actually, realistically, that's the best way to work me in because I don't got to do fucking shit.
Awesome. You guys can find the show over on all the socials, Comic Book Rundown. You can email us, comicbookrundown@gmail.com. Rate and review us on your podcasting app of choice. If you do, we will read it on an upcoming episode like these from
Waffle House.
Waffle House 2281 on YouTube. He commented on a couple videos. It's Simon. It's Simon Chuck. Simon from Ron Simon.
Simon from Ron, yeah.
I will, literally from Ron, from his loins.
From his loins. So from the Super Troopers video, he commented, from the Super Troopers episode, I can easily imagine playing a hero or a villain, but playing someone dumb and unlikable sounds like hell. No idea what we were talking about there, but that's what he said. Let's see here. Which one is this one from? From a Guyver. I think this one was Dark Hero, maybe? I'm not entirely sure. He wrote, I love the allegedly, no, I did it interactions. That and Ron's tendency to unapologetically plan crimes like high-profile assassinations. He also wrote, at 22 minutes and 16 seconds, joke's on you. No one in JoJo lives that long, especially not the people the main character is gay with. I don't know which episode this is, but he says at 3:26, Sasha mentioned.
Oh, it's the one. It's a Shaun of the Dead. It's the one he's on.
No, it's not. It's just us three.
Oh, I would say because I know that I could hear his cat in the Shaun of the Dead episode. So I didn't.
It's a Chitty Chats. It was our Chitty Chats episode.
Oh, wow, he's going back there.
Look, he was plugging all of them. Also in the Chitty Chats episode,
like father, like son. You know what I mean? Just plugging them all.
At 44 minutes and 50 seconds, Ronaland, because he spelled your name wrong, writes, I vaguely remember Joey building on the water in the jungle.
Huh?
No idea.
Simon, say no to drugs, son.
Yeah, exactly. On our Judge Dredd episode at 14 minutes and 20 seconds, cops with airstrikes will bring down civilian casualties since they can't purposely aim at minorities. That's wrong. They purposely aim at minorities all the time.
No, he said they couldn't.
No, he said they can't. Oh, wait.
There you go.
Cops with airstrikes will bring down civilian casualties since they can't purposely aim at minorities.
They can't purposely, but they can accidentally aim at anyone if they want.
What he's saying is they won't do the airstrikes because they won't want to kill the white people. That's what he was joking at, I think.
And then we also have a new subscriber. Well, a couple new subscribers, actually.
Hey! People listen to this show? Holy shit.
Well, I mean, on the YouTube. Prius Masquerade, which I met this guy over on the Kamen Rider Zets premieres when they on the live stream, which is great. So he's kind of cool. And then Alex Martin, which is a friend of my cousin's that I see him every Halloween party season. Really fun guy. So Alex, if you're watching or listening, what's up, bud?
Hey, shout out to all the new people.
Yeah.
I can't believe people they listen to the other stuff. No, that makes sense.
I'll have you know that I've got at least like 3 to 4 regular listeners. So that's like half our fan base. I couldn't
get anybody to listen to this show that I was regularly having.
Your mom would listen to it.
No, she won't. Occasionally, so funny fact. Sometimes I'll listen to this with the on my phone speaker while I'm doing chores around the house because I need to try to remember my own bits, and it's been a month. And she'll just go like, "Is that you talking?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "That doesn't sound like you. I don't think that's you."
Thanks, Mom.
I think I would know if it was me or not. Mainly when I'm just like, I'm just like, oh, Scooby-Doo.
I haven't said a thing yet. I thought we were watching.
Oh, I thought we were done. No, fuck.
I thought you already said you were watching Star Trek.
I still haven't
Release me from my flesh prison! Oh my god!
I didn't mention Kamen Rider Chronicles every Monday and Thursday. I didn't mention.
That's the thing that's bringing in the money, so I guess you should bring it up.
Maybe. I didn't mention Comic Book Rundown every last Saturday, although.
I kind of mentioned that.
Yeah, you did kind of mention that one. Yeah, we're gonna have this month. We're watching or we're reading
Seven Secrets. Right?
7 Secrets. Yeah. Look forward to that one. That will take a month off because that's what I'm just doing right now. Although I am trying to start doing some other stuff in the background, but that's beside the point. Then we got Giddy Franchise, like Chuck said.
Not even surprised anymore.
You shouldn't be.
Look, Joey still got Tuesday and Thursday. Okay, so he's got to figure something out.
No, I got Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
or Tuesday and Wednesday. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Well, then, I mean, if we do the one thing you want to do, I got to put that up sometime. That's anyway. What else do we have going on? Yeah, music was done by Cam, which I think he's got a car by now. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely got. Last time I looked at the GoFundMe, he's got like $4,000 or something. So he definitely has
that's more than enough. Yeah, that's a whole car right there. What are you talking about?
Well, not anymore. Shit, dude.
Well, not if you're buying a brand new car.
No, dude, I can't find I've been trying to look for a new car for Bella, like something under like $10,000. Can't find shit.
Oh, I got you, dude. I'll send you some links. Anyways, what's the next movie?
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait a minute, hold on. You need something that actually works, Ron. Yeah. He needs to get from point A to point B back to point A.
Yeah, you just take me with you and we'll check out the cars. It's fine.
Our next movie. Yeah, but I also don't have to buy a new car every 2 years. I went through that thing with myself, and I fucking hated that.
I've had my car for like 3 years now.
Okay.
And I had my truck for like 8.
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, your truck was good. I did like that truck.
Oh my god, what are we fucking watching?
What? I don't know.
2009. You already knew that. I already mentioned it. Chris is coming back. We're into the Abrams era.
How many are there? 3?
3 or 4?
Oh my god, they made 4 of them?
No, there's 3 of them.
There's 2 of them.
There's 3 of them. Because there's Star Trek Into Darkness and what was the last one?
I'm trying to figure out how many more times I can just phone my best friend. That's all.
4.
At least 3 more.
Because there is a Paramount Star Trek movie that is on the list. So it's like section 31 or something like that. So
okay.
Yeah, so we'll watch that one too. I heard it's not great, but it's on the list.
Fair.
So
hey Chuck, Scooby-Hoo.
Yeah, there we go.
No, fuck you. I already said it. I already fucking said it. I already said it. I said it like 10 minutes ago, and then you guys started talking about
You said what?
You started talking about fucking cars. No, I already said it. You get one. You get one.
That's true. One episode, we got 3 of them.
Hey, when we get to the movie,
he was
when we
supposed
actually get to that movie, we're going to say all the time. So
I'm not saying.